We've got more strange stories, crashes, and cute cam on this episode of Wham Baam Securitycam, so let's get started. It seemed like a normal day outside of Jake's restaurant, but that was all about to change when the driver of a red Jeep ran a red light. The Jeep hit a white vehicle with the right-of-way, which caused the Jeep to flip and roll several times into another SUV waiting at the red light. That vehicle was then pushed into a parked car, bringing the total number of damaged vehicles to 4. Thankfully, a cyclist was spared when he managed to get out of the way just in time. It's unclear if the bicycle itself was damaged, but that's probably the least of the Jeep driver's worries, as you'll see in a moment. Jake ran outside of his restaurant after the collision and called 911 while the occupants of the Jeep fled the scene. According to Jake, the Jeep was actually stolen, and when the police arrived, they were able to collect fingerprints from the steering wheel. Using the prints, they were able to track down the men who'd stolen the Jeep before causing this multi-vehicle collision. What a start to today's episode. Don't forget to send us your videos using the link in the description, and they might be featured in a future episode. This submission from The Popsicle confirms the cops definitely have their hands full. Our submitter's daughter was playing in his in-laws' front yard when sirens began blaring throughout the neighborhood. The sirens approached rapidly, chasing a driver who creatively cut a corner directly across a neighbor's yard. The cops were in hot pursuit, all 6 of them. In the end, the fleeing driver stood no chance of escaping and was eventually caught and arrested. The Popsicle didn't tell us why the driver was running in the first place, but that must have been an exciting day for his daughter Hunter Rose, although she doesn't seem fazed by what happened. Maybe she'll be more excited by the shout-out our submitter asked us to give her and her sister Carter Jade. Thanks for being such awesome fans. Eric's Tesla Model 3 was parked on the street when Sentry Mode started recording some guys securing a ladder in the bed of a pickup. All that seemed fine, other than the sideways glances the guys were giving the Tesla. As they began driving away, wait, hold on, what was that about? Our submitter thinks maybe the driver was annoyed that his Tesla had been flashing the lasers at him while they were loading up the ladder. Whatever the reason, after backing into the Tesla, they sped off, getting awfully close to another parked pickup as they left. Eric called the police, and they were able to track down the hit-and-run driver. The driver claimed he'd tried to find the Tesla owner after the impact, and that's when the officer informed him that the Tesla had recorded the whole thing. Interestingly, he then changed his story and admitted to what had happened. The pickup driver was cited for leaving the scene of a collision, and his insurance provider will be covering the Tesla's repair costs. Eric isn't sure what repairs are needed, but he does think the front bumper cover will need to be replaced. Uh-oh, have we spotted another demon taking over Leo's brother's SUV? Ouch! That sound you heard was a mailbox getting completely smashed. It turns out there isn't an SUV demon after all. Leo's brother forgot to put it in park or engage the parking brake. Leo told us nobody was injured and only the poor mailbox was damaged. He wanted to remind our viewers, don't forget to apply the parking brake. David had a late-night visitor, a wild cat. David wasn't sure if it was a lynx or a bobcat. If you know what it is, let us know in a comment. The cat wandered through his yard, leaving big paw prints in the snow. Check out those murder mittens. This almost qualified for the cute cam spot, but you'll see why we gave it to this next video instead. Big Dog sent us this Koala cam video. A koala waddled up his driveway and hung out for a while before it heard Big Dog's big dog barking. Up he goes. Big Dog told us that we can even hear the koala making a mating call. Oh, I'm sure that'll attract all the lady koalas. Big Dog also sent us some phone videos and photos he managed to take. Just take a look at that beauty. While we enjoy this bonus footage, can we just say how awesome our submitters are? You guys go above and beyond to send us the best stuff. Don't forget to send us your videos for a chance to be featured in a future episode using the link in the description. Thanks for the submission, Big Dog, and a big shout out to his kids Liam and Noah. Hey look, another submission from BlueChow35. If you haven't noticed, she's a repeat submitter who sent us all sorts of videos we've featured in previous episodes. This time she had a suspicious person prowling around her car and porch. He even tried her vehicle's door handle. Thankfully, it was locked. He wandered away, but we've got to wonder what he's carrying. Could it be something he stole from someone else's porch? This isn't the only time she's seen people prowling around her neighborhood. Check out this other video she sent us. Those people were never caught, but that's not the case with Mr. Box Carrier. After our submitter called the police, he was arrested just down the street. Good looking out, BlueChow35. Thanks to you and your security cams, your neighborhood just got a little safer. The same can't be said for Kyle's neighborhood. Check out the visitor he had one day. When Kyle's security cam detected motion, he thought it might be a delivery he was expecting, or perhaps a porch pirate. Good thing he didn't open the door before checking the alert. Eventually, the bear went on its way, leaving a trail of wet footprints behind. Kyle told us collecting the package left on the porch later was a little stressful since he knew a bear could be somewhere nearby. Boone was at his brother's house for Thanksgiving dinner and had parked his Tesla outside when two people walked past it. The guy couldn't help but do a double take as he walked by. The woman with him didn't seem interested. We're not 100% sure what they said, but our expert editors have dubbed in something that we're pretty sure is close. Look, it's a real-life Tesla. That's nice, dear. I can't believe it. This is my dream car. I thought I was your dream. You should stand here and I'll take a picture. Why? So you can check out the Tesla all the time? But it's so beautiful. Check out those curves. It's me or the Tesla, babe. What do you think? Do you think we got close? Unfortunately, Boone didn't have Sentry Mode set up yet, but after seeing this scene play out, he set it up right away. We bet our next submitter was very glad his Sentry Mode was set up. You'll see what we mean. Rodney's Tesla Model Y was parked in a park parking lot when a Ford driver attempted to park next to the Tesla in another park parking space. Park! We say attempted because, well, that's all this qualifies as. After the Ford driver had fixed his parking, two people got out and examined the damage. After a quick conversation with the driver, they decided to move to a different parking spot for some reason. We can even see some of the Tesla's paint on the Ford's bumper cover as it pulls away. Rodney told us he's talking to a forensic videographer to see if it's possible to clean up the footage and decipher the license plate number, so Rodney can identify the driver responsible for damaging his Tesla. Would you go that far to find the person responsible for scraping your car, or do you think it's a lost cause? Let us know in a comment. Then, make sure YouTube hasn't unsubscribed you from our channel, and we'll see you next time.
Wham, bam, we got a Patreon, man. Please support the show.
Do you have a security cam video to share with us? Send it in using the link in the description.